Finally getting the well drill. He already left for the day, but I just wanted to show you. Got his rig all set up. So basically, for the first 20 feet, he's got to do a 10-inch hole. That's what that is. That big tube is 10-inch. And then they seal it with that special type of clay. It's basically dehydrated clay. And they put it alongside the casings. So if somebody spilled fuel or something, or took a piss on the pole, it doesn't go all the way down into the well. It stops at the dehydrated clay and it kind of soaks it up. At least that's the idea behind it. It's basically to seal the well from elements that are up here. Then once he gets 20 feet deep with that, then that's when he goes to the 6-inch casings. I think they're called casings. I'm not sure. Yeah, Morgan, we're getting it. Slow and steady, man. Slow and steady. But I'm super excited. Finally gonna have a whale. We've waited, basically, we've been living here for a year, little over a year actually, with just a water tank, and we pay a water truck to come fill it up every month and a half. And that's kind of expensive, We're paying like basically $450 every month and a half to have that 1,000-gallon tank filled up. And, that's a lot of money when you add it up in a year. So we probably spent about $3,000, or whatever the math is, 450 times 12, whatever that comes out to. Plus the cost of the tank, plus the cost of the first tank that we had under there. No. No, we ain't been drinking that pond water. That pond water's a little too dark for me. But yeah, it needed to be filtered like 20 million times. The pond is full though. Like, it is full. If we had some sort of filtration, yeah, that'd be a good source of water, because right now we've probably got, close to 20,000 gallons sitting right there. It doesn't look that deep, but that's deep. That goes down, 5-6 feet deep. So that's a lot of water, but it's got a lot of clay impregnation. I think that's what they call it, like floating clay molecules in it. So excited to get that well in, man. He said it's going to take roughly about 6 days of drilling, probably. It's like the worst case scenario, probably. He's thinking, but it could go faster, could go slower. He's guessing 6 days is what he said. So, I mean, he's been doing wells for a while, so he probably knows. But he's got, on this trailer, he's got basically, I wonder if those are 20 feet sticks or 30-foot sticks. Let's do this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, those are 20-foot sticks. So 20, 40, 60. And then he's got a half one, so 70. We're not sure how deep. I'm thinking like something like 60, 80 feet. Our neighbor that lives right there, he went down 150 feet, but mainly because his wife didn't like the water, and they wanted to do a bigger well so it could feed 2 properties. Right? We're just doing one to feed just this one, so we don't have to go deeper or nothing. But the house at the very front of the road, my grandmother's dad actually hand dug it. It's only 25 feet. But They also ran out of water this last summer. So I told them, I said, get a tank in the winter, fill the tank, and then, you know, use that in the summer. You know what I mean? So they're probably going to do that. Or have one drilled. I don't know what their plan is, but I'm excited that we're getting a well because it's been a long time drinking truck water, you know? Sheesh, they could have worked that hard for money and paid for it. Yeah. I mean, so I'm super excited. We've been saving basically for a year, you know. Well, we haven't really been saving for that, but we've been wanting it for a little over a year. Yeah, that's my grandma's dad. Back in the day, he did it by hand. He hand dug it. My grandma said, my dad was out there, he hand dug that. So, you know, back in the day. I mean, around here, it's amazing he had to go 25 feet. We got puddles everywhere in the wintertime. He wouldn't have been able to get more than 6 feet in the winter. Because there's so much water around here. Oh yeah, check this out. You guys want to see this? Check that out. There's a few spots where it's puddled, but not really, you know, deep puddles or nothing, you know. Like 1/4 of an inch maybe. It's not like, you know, horrible or nothing. I'm very happy with it. But can't drive any trucks on it for a while though. I think I was looking it up and it says basically it's hard in like 3 days, and then for it to totally cure, it's 28 days, 30 days until it's completely cured. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait that long, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's the shop floor. Man, cannot wait to start using that. Cannot wait. Super exciting. You know, you guys been here for the whole ride. You've seen basically us homesteading out here, you know, and now look where we're at in just a year's time, you know. I had a brake chamber blow on me today. See the vice grips clamping the hose? That's real dump truck life right there. Brake chamber blew on this. So I had to back the brakes off. I didn't cage the brakes with that. I just backed them off with my wrench. And then I clamped the brake line. Just clamped it. That way the air wouldn't leak out. That's dump truck life right there. So I'm going to get that fixed tomorrow. I was hoping to have some rock in front of this thing so I could just drive it up on there today. But my driver decided he wanted to get the tires first. So tomorrow I'll be driving it up on the concrete. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna put down some 3-inch Corey's balls in front of it, something that isn't gonna compact and crush down very easily, because I want it to be a little bit higher than the concrete until it's like super hard and cured. That way it doesn't chip it on the edge or anything like that. Because I really don't know anything about concrete, right? So it's just trying to go about, you know, I just don't want to crack my concrete, you know, after I put in all that work. So there we go. There's a whole bunch of water on the screen making it all bright. So, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in for the update. There's a drill rig. The top of it's way up there. So, this is where he's dumping his mud, right there. I don't know how this works, but I'm guessing that thing goes up and down and it kind of catches the mud, and then he pulls it out and then dumps it, and then he does it again. I'm gonna find out tomorrow though when I watch him. You guys want to see a video of that? Oh yeah, dude, Morgan, that concrete that's king status right there. I cannot tell you how excited I am to lay on that concrete. When my cousin was here, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be talking about this concrete for like a month straight. So just get used to it. Like everything I talk about, I'm gonna talk about the concrete. Like I told him once it got hard, I'm like, hey man, tomorrow when the concrete's not, I said I'm gonna kiss that concrete. I was like, I'm in love with that concrete, man. I don't have to roll around on those rocks anymore. I'm getting way too old for that, And I'm not even that old, but man, trust me, when you're laying on 3-inch Corey balls, it gets to you. It gets to you. Even if they are flat, there's still one or two that pokes up a little bit and gets you, So. That's all the mud he pulled out. So I don't really know how deep he's actually went. Unless that thing has more mud in it. But I'm guessing he's went down like 5 feet probably. He basically just got it set up today. Should have poured a 12-inch deep footer in front. That's a good idea, Ron. That is a good idea. I should have did that. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. He already left. So he ain't gonna do any more today. Yeah, 12-inch footer in front. That does sound like a really good idea. That way when you're driving up, the impact doesn't hit it, straight on. That's why I was gonna do the Corey balls in front of it. Pack that down. Could probably do that by hand with a couple buddies. Yeah. Except for it seems like all my buddies, whenever I ask for something, they're never there. Like, oh, you're pouring concrete? Oh yeah, I'm watching the kids, man. It's like, what? Sometimes it's hard to find people that want to show up for work like that. 17 tons empty. Yeah. So my yeah. Yeah, that is true, Morgan. That is true. I could, if they wanted to help any day of the week, they could show up and be working. But I'm thinking, that's got the industrial fiber in it. It should be good. It should be good. I mean, if it cracks, it cracks. Whatever. They say there's 2 types of concrete. Concrete that's cracked and concrete that's gonna crack. So, hopefully it lasts a few years before it cracks. Honestly, I really don't care. Even if it was cracked, it'd still be better than laying on Corey balls and laying on the river that I've been working in. That's where I work on trucks, right there. The low spot. Where all the rocks are. Because the trucks park right there, and it sinks down, and it creates a low spot. And the next thing you know, I'm working in the puddle. That's why I got those mats right there to toss down. What's another week in the rocks, man? Just let that pad finish up. Yeah, I hear you, Morgan. I mean, the truck's empty though, right? So it's only 25,000 pounds. Yeah, you're probably right though. Buy some plywood to get you by. Yeah, all I'm doing is changing just this brake chamber. I'm probably not even going to put it up there. I'll probably just do it right here. You know, just the fact that I don't have to do it here anymore makes me feel better. You know, even though I'm still going to do it there, just the fact that I could pull it up there makes me feel so good. So basically, the concrete, I paid cash for it, by the way. Cash. Cold, hard cash. I got a discount for paying cash. $2,800. Yeah, eventually, Blake, that's going to be real hard, though. It's going to be hard to get used to it. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. Let's see. There we go. Trying to dry off the camera. It keeps getting wet. Yep. Actually, you know what? Let's just go inside. Yeah, it's still going to be wet, but tell you what, man. I can deal with wet. It's when you're rolling around and you got a Corey spall in the middle of your back. The second day, that gets to you. You should get a pimped out crawler. Let's do right to there. Come on. Guess I'll just leave this up. What's up, work life? Yeah, so super excited about that floor. Very excited. Like a futon on rollers. I do have a decent creeper. It's the one from Harbor Freight. It's got 6 wheels on it or something. It's a nice one. Let's see, where is that thing? I like put it in the back because I wasn't able to use it. Where did I put that thing? I think it's back there somewhere in the shipping container. I put it back there because I was like, I never get to use the thing, so what's the point in having it up in the front? But trust me, guys, like some of the struggles we've been through to get here. How many of you guys know what this is? Anybody know what this is? Let's see some guesses in the chat. You could always lay on a pallet to keep your butt out of the puddles. Yeah, I mean the creeper itself is going to be off the ground, so looks like a whatchamacallit. Yeah. This is one of those experiences I'll never forget. That's why I got it still. So I figure, since I got you on here, I'll explain what went into the shop floor, basically. The whole price total out the door was like $5,100 roughly. Basically, I bought like $700 worth of tools. And all that really was, let me show you what it was. I bought this magnesium float. This is a magnesium bull float blade, 48 inches by 8 inches. And then I also bought this right here, which it spins. And then I bought this round end Fresno trowel with this. This is a clevis to button handle adapter. Right? Then I bought an edger. I bought 2 extender poles. I bought the 2x6s. I bought those. And I bought 150 feet of that wire, which is like $300. And then I bought these plastic pegs. These things they're not very good. They break pretty easy. Buy extra. And have somebody specifically designated to put new ones down. Because everybody's walking everywhere. No. No way, Blake. Not happening. Thank you, babe. We are not doing concrete. Not doing it. They couldn't pay me enough. Hey, babe. What do you think about the concrete? Here, come on over here. Tell me what you... Come on! What do you think about the concrete?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited to not hear me complain?
Yes.
That's what she's most excited about.
Yeah.
So. Thank you. She brought me out some dinner. It's homemade pizza on bagels.
I like those bagel bites, kind of.
That's actually pretty good.
That's why.
She said it's not a new house, but it's okay.
Want a new kitchen.
Yeah, we're a kitchen.
But
It's coming. It's coming very slowly. But we're getting a well and a septic done this year, which, you know, I didn't think it was going to happen. But buying that second super dump really set us back at the beginning when we bought it. It did. It set us back quite a ways. But the past 3 months have been really good to us. I mean, I didn't think I was going to do the concrete this year. And then it just happened.
what do you think about those side jobs that
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of side jobs that came in.
like all at once?
And I was charging
Almost.
insane numbers. Insane numbers. Like, I'd go to it and I was like, I'm going to give you the I don't want to do this price. And, like, almost everybody said yes. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing it then. You know? And that put us in there, too.
I did offer to spend it all on myself, but you didn't let me.
What?
Yeah, I offered to spend it all on myself.
Yeah.
But you didn't let me.
Yep. Yeah, every time I'd come home with a stack of cash, she'd be like, oh, is that going into my savings? And I'm like, yeah, the well savings. But can you believe we're actually getting our well done? It's crazy.
I did a couple of short videos.
You did some videos of it?
How it in.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to send me those. I'm going to put a compilation. I also got some videos and pictures of us doing the concrete slab too, so I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do a video of that. Probably for the members. It'll probably show up to everybody else, but you don't be careful, you're gonna come home and she's gonna have her kitchen built with your side job money.
Oh, but my camera.
Yeah, or a camera. She wants like a $2,000 camera. And that's only the camera, not the lenses.
Well, I might just buy a cheap one. You know me.
Oh, we'll get you the
Not
camera, babe.
expensive.
We'll get you the camera you want. I just got to put in the time. Get my employees to work, you know. I got to make sure they're working. I'll make sure we got the money.
Might as well just spoil them.
Yeah.
Keep working for you.
She comes out with hot chocolate for the drivers at the end of the day, or ice cream. Man, I wish I had a job where I got back and they appreciated me like that. Like, ice cream when I got back? Like, sign me up now.
When they kind of do these outside.
Yeah.
Showing the butt off, working 10, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
I just sold something.
I can't believe, though,
Not much, but
we're really getting it done this year. The well, the concrete pad, and the septic are all going in this year. And, I mean, let me tell you what, guys. We started the season off with almost negative money when I bought that International. Like, it was that tight. Like, we really stretched. I would almost say we overstretched ourselves on that one.
more than we first bought the Peterbilt.
No, I wouldn't say we stretched ourselves more than that.
Or is it the same?
I mean, it was, for me, I was stressed out a few times. I was definitely stressed a few times. Like, okay, what's going to break next, you know?
And you first bought it, and then you're fixing it up.
And you just got to work the kinks out, you know? That's what happens when you buy a used truck. You're going to work the kinks out for at least a year. A year. If you get a truck and you haven't worked on it that first year, I'd be surprised. You know? And like Blake said, you know, once everything started clicking and the gears started meshing, boom, the cash just started piling up. So, yep, I mean, it really comes down to working hard, working as many hours as you can, and always trying to be productive. You know, don't take no breaks if you can avoid it. Don't have no lazy time, no lazy downtime. Yeah, it does. It takes a year to get it out. Yep. It takes at least a year. You know, and I'm still working stuff out of that truck. You know, I just spent $1,000 on one wire. There was a wire going to the PTO. I didn't have time to figure it out because I was working. So I sent it to a shop. They fixed it. $1,000. You know. But luckily that thing has really been making the money. I've been keeping it busy. And we just upped our rates too. Finally catching up to everybody else in the industry. So the Solo's charging $130 an hour and the Supers are charging $155. You know. So that's a plus too. Basically, half, you know, all that raised rate just goes to pay for the fuel expense that's gone up, and parts and insurance. So really, I'm not making any more. I'm just keeping up with the inflation, thanks to, you know, our magnificent dictator president. Yeah, I'm not too happy with the current situation of our politics. No, Brandon, man. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. My fuel bill literally doubled. It did. It doubled. It's doubled what it was. I remember it used to be $1,000 a week. Now it's like $2,500, $2,700 a week just in fuel. You know? And I only got 3 dump trucks and 2 excavators. It's not like, I don't even know how crazy it is for those companies that have hundreds of trucks. Yeah. That's a lot of fuel, work life. Yeah, it's in the $4 range up here. We're spending, maybe it is $3.70. I don't know, it's somewhere around there, $3-4. I don't even look at it anymore, because it's something I can't even change, you know. Can't, you just gotta roll with the punches. I still can't believe I got concrete there, guys. Oh yeah. But those are a lot of money though, work life. Dude, those make some money. I wish I had one of those. Oh, I buy it in bulk too, Blake, but trust me, man. Yeah, amen, Ron. No use complaining. You gotta have it. Gotta have it, so. That's why when people ask me, they say, hey man, how do you know how much to charge? And a lot of people say, you just gotta take what they give you. Hell no. Hell no. You tell them what you're charging, man. It's gotta be fair though, but tell them what you're charging. Oh, dude, Ryan, you know that's a long ways away, man. That's even further away than the house. In order to do that, I gotta buy the house. I gotta buy 2 more shipping containers. Oh man, that's a long ways out. I still gotta figure out how I'm gonna put 2 more shipping containers on top of these 2. $3K. Yeah, I mean the roof ain't, in reality, it's probably not gonna cost that much. The framing itself is gonna cost because I'm gonna do I-beams, right? I-beams with like a trolley system. So that way if I need to lift up something heavy in one corner, I can lift it up, move it. You know what I mean? I want to have some sort of trolley system. So that's going to add some cost to it. You know? And you know what this... Here's the part that irritates me the most about all this stuff. I won't get to enjoy half the stuff I'm building. Like, I really won't. Think about it. Like, once I get to that level, I'm not going to be working on stuff. I'm probably not going to be working on stuff. I'm probably going to have a hired mechanic. He's going to get to enjoy the trolley thing, you know? That's the suckiest part about it. I won't even get to enjoy that concrete floor. Like, I'll get to enjoy it for a few years. Somebody else is going to get to enjoy that. That's the sucky part about it. This shop, I'm 30 years old, 32 years old, right? How much longer am I going to work on trucks? Maximum till I'm 50, so that's 20 years. My son's going to have the shop his whole life. He's never really going to know what it's like to work on Corey spalls. $60 by $80? Dang, that's a big shop. That'd be nice. That would be nice. I don't want that big of a shop because I know I'll fill it. I know I'd fill it. That's what my grandpa always says. He says, don't matter what size shop you got, you're going to end up filling it. You know. But basically, my shop is 30 by 40, basically, if you count the inside dimensions of this container as part of the shop. But the other container is going to be my wife's custom kitchen. We're going to build a custom kitchen for her. Going to have, you know, all the culinary stuff that women all want, that type of stuff. Put pallet racking inside it. I definitely want some in there. I wouldn't mind having a forklift. And then on the second shipping container, have like a section cut out. So I can come in with the forklift, lift stuff up to the second container and just drop it. That'd be cool. Have, you know, like tires up there or stack crap on the ceiling. Yeah, exactly. On the ceiling, stack it in there. Tires, a spare motor, you know, just random parts. Like, there's a lot of things you can have extras of. Especially once you really get going, you know. Here's what you end up doing. When you get money, you either make it more, you buy stuff for the future, or you blow the money on stupid stuff like, oh, I'm going to buy a 50-foot yacht or something, you know. Something that ain't going to make you money or save you money in the future. You got a quote the other day for a 20, is that a 24? Yeah, 24 by 40 by 16, 9K installed. That's not bad. Is that with the floor? Is that with the floor, Blake? Like a concrete floor? Or is that just the shell? Not wired, not anything. 50-foot yacht or 20-foot pontoon. Yes. No adjustability. Oh, gotcha. Did you get your use out of that pontoon boat yet? Dude, I'm so jealous, man. I wish I had a pontoon boat in the summer here. Dude, those things are sweet. But anyways, for those of you that don't know, this is a fuse. $5,000 fuse I ended up buying when I hit a primary power wire excavating. I ended up having to pay for that one. That sucked. Alright, where'd that key go? Dang it. I gotta turn this light back on. There it is. concrete looks so good. That's the light I installed on the pump house. Comes on whenever it gets dark. Alright guys, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I'm gonna go inside, watch a movie, and be lazy. Dude, I'll tell you one thing I've noticed. Ever since I put concrete here, it echoes so bad. Hey! Hey! It's so funny. It echoes so bad right in here. It's crazy. So, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.